Welcome. My name is Clint Macro, active NRA training counselor and the founder of the Trigger Pressers Union. This is episode 1 of our series of training videos that will show you ways to maximize the NRA's Pistol Marksmanship Simulator Program, or the SIMCO for short. As NRA basic pistol instructors, you're certified to offer and conduct this particular course. You can download the PowerPoint program as well as the completion certificate from nrainstructors.org. There is no lesson plan per se, but you certainly can use your NRA Basic Pistol lesson plan as a reference. The goal of this course is to provide the basic knowledge, skills, and attitude necessary to learn pistol marksmanship using a virtual training system, such as the CERT pistol and the LASR software. I've been offering simulated training for quite some time now, and I can tell you the benefits as an instructor and a businessman are quite astounding. The ability to be able to offer a simulated training course with the NRA brand and backing really adds value to the experience for my clients. All of the fundamentals of pistol shooting can be taught and practiced with this course. Your students can transition into a live fire course with a much better chance of success when they actually deliver projectiles downrange. This course can be put on just about in any environment. Churches, schools, senior centers, gun shows, hotels, a tent in the middle of a field, fire halls, you name it. No eye pro, no ear pro, no range. One other benefit is I've actually personally been able to start the process of turning a few anti-gunners around by putting them in a simulated class. I was able to convince them to join us. They saw how much fun it was. They started to see how good they could be when they applied the fundamentals, and at the outset of the course they said, hey, when can we go shoot a real gun? And as we all know, once they do finally send lead downrange and put holes in paper or knock cans over, that's usually we can ignite that gun lust, and perhaps they might turn around to enjoy the sport of firearms. Administering the course is easy. We simply list the course on nrainstructor.org, just like we would for a basic pistol course. Next, let's set up the geography of our classroom environment and our virtual firing line. I found that placing the classroom area to the left is useful for me. I can introduce, demonstrate, explain, and have students practice while observing our designated safe direction. At the firing line, lay your CERT pistols out on a table with a target placed opposite on the wall to simulate a lane on your virtual range. The size of your range simply depends on how many CERT pistols you have available to you. I've done the course with one CERT pistol, and I've done it with a lot of CERT pistols. Having many CERT pistols obviously affords you the ability to cycle more people through in one volley of simulated fire. However, even with a small number, even with one CERT pistol, you can complete the course of fire by utilizing coach-pupil techniques, having a shooter stand at the firing line, go through their course of fire while the other people observe, looking for the fundamentals, looking at how well the shooter executes the fundamentals, and then you can have a little bit of an evaluation session afterwards. One thing to be concerned with as a businessman and as an instructor is loss management. I know you can lose a fortune in dummy rounds, all those little things that cost $5, $10, $15 that seem to sometimes walk away during the course of a class or a couple classes really add up. And a CERT pistol is quite an investment. We don't want to see them disappear from our classrooms. Something that I've come up with along with Mike Hughes from Next Level Training is my handy dandy placemat. This particular placemat has a representation of a CERT pistol that is black and white. When I photocopy them, they're stark black and white. So I will tape them at each station, at each lane on my virtual firing line. When I have my shooters bench their firearms or bench their CERTs, I'll have them put the CERTs down on top of that outline. So at a glance, I can see, because of the color of the CERT pistol, the bright red that's on the top of the slide, if I see a black and white picture of a CERT on a piece of paper, I know that there's a CERT that's unaccounted for. On the placemat, I also have a place where you can write down the serial number for the CERT to help keep better track of which pistols are out. One other interesting thing I like to put on this, and this is something I stole from Appleseed Project. We tell our shooters this at the beginning of every course of fire. I will not lie to myself. That's an important thing to instill in your students. And one of the beautiful things about the SIRT pistol is we can easily see where our shots are. We can see some of the bad habits. And once we learn how the SIRT pistol operates and how it was designed, we can diagnose many problems. And eventually, if our students can self-diagnose, we know that learning has taken place. We've done a good job as instructors. In our next episode, we'll get further into the SIMCO course structure. We'll discuss how to introduce and explain the 3 NRA rules for safe gun handling within a simulated course. We'll talk more about diagnostics using the SIRT pistol, and we'll discuss ways to integrate the LASR software into the SIMCO curriculum. My name is Clint Macro, signing off from the Trigger Pressers Union. We'll see you next time.
Cut!